Hello guys, welcome back. In this video tutorial, we're going to talk about backgrounds and borders. So we are going to talk about the background color, how to place an image in the background, some features of the image background, how to create a gradient background. We will see that we can use multiple images inside the background, the behavior of the background on the scroll, and borders. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we have our div class square, or what it is. Here we have a square with width, height, and let's even place border solid 1 pixel. Okay. So here is our square. How to place a background color. I created this class BCKG background, and you can add it here. If you can add the class here, and it's background blue. If now, okay, sorry, wait. Okay, so now it's blue. There are several different ways to create a background color. We can use RGB. So now I can place this one. And as you see is red, green and blue. You define the gradients as you want with this tool or with others. Anyway, this is one possibility. There is RGBA, which stands for RGB plus opacity. So you can define the opacity with four different. There are four different values. You can see here RGB. You define red, you define green, and define blue. You can place RGBA. And then this is already settled or something else. Other possibility is to use the hexadecimal code, which is the gate. I don't know how to say it, and then 6 different values that define which kind of color you want to use. So we return to our blue, which is an hexadecimal, but of course has a default value because it's impossible to really know how to generate a blue using this kind of codes, of course. Anyway, we return to our blue, and you can place it inside here, okay. So we have seen this background color, how to use background image. I created this other class, bck image, bck emg. We have our full moon. We have this background size contain already, and let's keep it. I explain it to you what it does. So this is the background of our moon. Contain is actually resizing our image to the size of our container. If we remove it, as you see now is cut it half, because the image before was bigger than this, is quite bigger than our box. So you need to use contain, or you can use even other features. Okay. Background image contain it returns like this. It can be contain, but it can be out, it's like before. Contain, it's like this. Cover is a little different than contain, because cover is like contain, but it the proportions of the image remains the same, and then the rest is blah blah blah. But contains are cover quite important. Let's place contain again. We have this is for background size. We have background repeat. We have a big four. Let's place background size. You can even define it like 50 pixel. Okay, let's place it 40 pixel. And as you see now, is a lot smaller. And I want to write. Okay, background repeat. There is no repeat, so only one repeat. Repeat x, so it repeats it only on the horizontal axis. Repeat y only on the vertical. Round space, it keeps a space in between. Inherit, revert, unset. Okay, let's keep it as no repeat. And now last possibility here to play with is background position. Background position, it can be bottom, center, left, right, top, blah blah blah. You can play like this. Even better, you can place background position center, for example, background position center and background position y bottom. I don't know. So you are even more precise because you're defining a position for the x-axis and for the y-axis, no? And that's it. That's it for our background image. Okay, so next topic, background gradients. Here we have the code. Let's place it inside. Before, let's see it. Okay, here we have a gradient that I know it even sucks as aesthetically, but it doesn't matter. Let's see the code here. We have a background of an RGB. Then we have two colors, RGB1 and RGB2. We have our 90 degree, and then we have percentage of each of the colors. Don't be scared. Nobody writes it manually. You just go on Google and you just go on Google. There is this generator. There are a lot of generators. This is CSS gradient.io, and here you can choose what to do. You can you choose which colors you want to use. You choose which how much of which or what. In fact, before it was more beautiful. Then I played it, destroyed everything. Anyway, and then you come here and you copy the clipboard and you paste it in your code. And there is even a radial gradient if you want to place a square. So there is even a radial gradient. But as I said, there is not much to talk about. So you just need to come here, play with this. Maybe there are even some other features. I don't think so. It's more or less all that you have to know. Okay. Linear gradient done. So now I write a little piece of code. No, multiple images. I don't want to write the code because it's too complicated and it's still a little like CSS gradients. Multiple image. I just use the developer Mozilla guide. As you see here, they wrote this piece of code which is using background image. It's using 3 different images all together. The Firefox.png, this logo, then the bubbles that they are here, and then a color, a linear gradient created. then they, so there are all these images all together as a background image. Then they create a background repeat. They don't repeat, no repeat, no repeat, no repeat. And then they they describe the position of each, which is bottom right, left, right. And as you see, you can even use bottom right all together. You can say left, left bottom. You can select two attributes for the same image. And of course, you could move further, writing maybe a background size or something like this, but it's already enough. Also because I don't think that I never use it in my life, so I don't think you will ever need to use it as well. Okay. So, sorry. So, last other things, I need to I write a piece of code, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so the goal is the real goal is to explain how to control the behavior of a background on the scroll. Let's say that our goal is to place a nice image on the scroll on the background of your website. In fact, I edited this code, background attach, which has a background image of something, and then a background attachment, and we will see every kind of attributes. But I attached it to the body, not on the div class. I even commented out for now, and I just let it attach this to the body. Let's open it. Okay, so in honor to our Japanese guys, I took this nice. I hope you appreciate the art. Anyway, right now this image, if I scroll down, it's repeating itself, no? Um, and is not what we really want, because in our page I wanted it to remain the same, no? Okay, so I come here, this background attachment can be scroll, as you see, so it scrolls and keeps repeating the image, or can be fixed. And if it's fixed, once I scroll, as you see, now it's remaining the same, no? Okay. Then we have background size contain, which it can be like before, cover, contain, inherit, blah blah blah. It doesn't change much. I think now it has. Before there was a problem. I fixed this problem that the image was repeating on the left, but nothing really important. And that's it. I placed the height to show you the scroll, and blah blah blah. One thing about this is that I want to say is, remember, okay, nice picture, everything very creative, but this doesn't really work. I mean, if you place a text here, nobody will be really able to read what it's written. It's just a carnival website that is not accessible from the reading point of view, and Google takes note of it, and anyway everybody takes note of it. So of course this is an extreme image. You could find an image that is a little less confusing, but even if you have I mean, if you want to use this image and you want the people to be able to read, you need to use some tools like overlay, like blended. Maybe we will see it in the next videos, or you can find it out. There are ways to keep your website accessible from this point of view. Okay, we move to the border. So we said we wanted to talk about the border. So let's create a class. Class background border, and we already know that the border has free. We always write border like this, no? Just to recap, this is a combination of three things. First one is border color. There is border color red, which is the last one actually, but border color, border border width 1 pixel, and border style. Which border style we always use solid. Everybody always use solid, but there is more. There is dotted, there is dashed, groove, hidden, ridge. I mean, you can find a really get a little creative with this, but solid is the most used. And so generally we use border in this way, but there are several different attributes. Okay, first I want to unlock my div. Okay, no, yes, I remove this. I want my square with background border, so it should get our border. Border solid, 1 pixel, blah blah blah. Okay, now it's very what everyone can do. Let's maybe we give it a width a little more bigger. Okay. Okay, the square that we always saw. Now let's have a look at how to round the borders. Last topic of today. How to round the borders? We use border radius. So border radius, and now it's we can use pixels. Let's say we write 20 pixel, and come back here, and as you see they are a little rounded, and that's what we wanted. Okay, how to use like this one, like always, can be split up into more, say like border top right radius. Border top right radius is 20 pixel. Okay, fine. Border bottom left radius is 70 pixels. I don't know what I'm doing. Border, and as you see, border top right, bottom left I made. Let's do top left radius. Top left radius is 50%. We can use percentage. Now you will see the result. And it misses bottom right. Border bottom right radius 5 pixel, almost nothing. Okay, save and see. Okay, that's a strange image, I know, but as you see, it can work, and this is the 50%. So when you want to round it a lot, you should use percentages. If you want to make a slight difference, you should use pixels. That's definitely what I suggest. Let's say that I commented this because I took a lot to write it down. But let's say that I want another trick, that I want a square if you write border radius, all the different angles, 50%, it becomes a square. Voila. There are other possibilities to create a square, but anyway. Now let's place also background attach. No, I don't know what it does. Background attach, save, and let make something very absurd for now. But let's come here. Let's come here. The goal here now is to create a square with the image inside. No. Okay, so I delete the height. Delete the width. Background size for now, let's rewrite contain, and let's see. Okay, almost here. Let's delete the border solid. And we are having our picture is a little too big, so we can come here and background size of we have 200 pixel. Almost background size 300 pixel. Okay, so not really a piece of art, but I created this small shape that can be an avatar of something, or I don't know, but it can be useful for many reasons. You can even change the background position. Actually, you can come here. We have seen it, background position, center. You come here, center. Okay, I'm making a mess. Anyway, you can change the background position to if you want to show one different place or the other. And that's it. I did everything I wanted for this video. I hope you enjoyed and understand what I'm saying, at least. And thank you very much for watching. Next video, I don't know what I will do, but doesn't matter. Bye bye.